In the last Cloud Next 23, Google Cloud presented something called FinOps. The idea is next. The idea is how we can save money in our cloud infrastructure. So what we are going to do here, we're going to have a number of tools, as you can see here on the screen. When we go here to FinOps app, what we're going to have is a number of options to understand how we can save money. For example, in our scenario, it's telling to us that we have a potential saving monthly of $61 in our billing account because we have some expenses in Cloud Engine. Okay, then if we go down, we see a top recommendation because we have a number of recommendations. In this case, it's 10. But okay, we have this top recommendation. What we can see is that, for example, we can save, in this case, $15 to $30 using this CUD. But then, how is this working? For example, in this case, we are telling to Google that for 1 year, or for 3 years, as you can see on the screen, we are going to tell that we are going to pay a fixed amount of euros. In this case, for example, estimated monthly cost of almost 18 euros. So we pay 18 euros per month. So then what we are going to do is we are going to save $16 per month. The problem here is that for sure, you are signing a 3 years contract. At the beginning of the month, you pay these 16 euros, and after that, you don't need to pay anything else. It's super cool in case that you have an application that is always up and running and you have always an standard expenses. But in case that you have something else, maybe it's better for you to have the 1 year or something different. This is super cool because here we have all the top recommendation, plus if we go here, we have not only the top, we have all the recommendations that they're telling to us. This is cool. Plus, there is a FinOps score, as you can see on the right part of the screen. If we go here to this, it's telling even how we can improve our score. In this case, we have a 3.0, and we can jump to a 5 maximum, and the same thing for the benchmark. But it's telling, okay, if you want to do this increase, what you have to do? It's telling to us that we have to do 3 things. The first one is a tag. So we need to tag our components, our SKUs, and in this way, we can create reports based on our tags. For example, we put tags to everything that is related to one application, imagine Cloud Run database, and after that it's simple to us to understand where is the expenses because we can do search only for this tag. The second option is what we saw before. We can apply this commitment, use this CUD, to save per year or for 3 years. And the third one is something new that created in this 2023. It's a way to export all your expenses to a BigQuery database. And in this BigQuery, then we can do whatever kind of search that we want to do. Something that, for example, you have a little environment, you don't need to do that. But okay, there is something else that I want to explain to you. Because here in this scenario, it's telling to me that, for example, I am spending a lot of money. We go here to this overview or to these reports better. It's telling to us that we are spending a lot of money. Computer Engine. Instead to go to test, let's go, for example, to Claymora Prod and Claymora Staging. As you can see in those two machines, what we have here now is that we have an expenses of almost 2 euros per day. And over these 2 euros per day, we have 1.22 expenses per day in Computer Engine. This is more or less 45 euros. So it's more or less all the expenses that we have currently in Computer Engine. So most of our expenses are those Computer Engines that we have in Claymora Prod and Claymora Staging. So then let's do something. Let's go to Computer Engine and let's see what we can do with this Computer Engine. We are going to choose here the project. In this case, we go to Claymora Prod, for example. I choose Claymora Prod because today nobody's working here. And we can see that, hey, where are our instances? Okay, maybe it's not because it's not here. Maybe because the instances are in Claymora Staging. Okay, well, there is nothing here. Okay, then should be a disk. Oh, there is no disk. Snapshot. Oh, okay, but I don't know why it is happening. You know, there should be something that is telling to me what happens here. You know, why it's telling to me that we are spending this big amount of money. Okay, it's not big, but at the end of the year, it's more or less 500 euros in something that is not here. And this is something that, as you can see, we have no information in this new FinOps tool. So if we go here to observability, we are going to have a way to understand what is the problem. And the reason is simple because when you go here, And then you see that we have a number of consumed. For example, let's go to Claymora Prod. Let's go to Claymora Staging, to both of those, to show you that this is happening the same. You can see that we have expenses here. So we have consumed. And then what is the problem here? You can see that is something related to serverless VPC. And what is a serverless VPC? A serverless VPC is a component that is used in Cloud Run, for example, to connect something that is in a VPC that is for this Cloud Run, that is able to connect to an internal VPC in Google Cloud. So, for example, in our case, as we saw in another video, we want to connect our Cloud Run to a Cloud SQL. To do that, both the Cloud SQL and the Cloud Run needs to talk with the internal VPC, in this case the default VPC, to be able later on to talk each other. So to do that, we use Cloud Run Serverless VPC. And how this Cloud Run Serverless VPC is working? It's creating hidden compute engines. And what I say hidden? Let's see in this documentation. I say hidden because this is how it's working. Serverless VPC, what it's doing is creating these connectors that are compute engines inside the VPC network to be able to talk between the Cloud Run and the instances that we have in this VPC. Then, okay, we are spending 500 euros only for that to be able to talk internally. And there is a second option that is to talk externally. What is this option? We have a public IP in our Cloud SQL, and then we talk for this public IP. And because really this is inside Google, really we are not leaving internet. Internally, it's directly Google to Google. We don't need that. But there is something new. It's something new that is called Direct Egress. And this Direct Egress, as you can see on the screen, is not using at all the instances. And for that, even first, it's more cheap, and second, is faster. So, and how can I do that? Let's go here in this project. If we go here to Cloud Run, and when we are here in Cloud Run, we go here to this Claymora instance, we edit. And now when we edit, we go to networking. As you can see, in this networking, we are using here this serverless VPC. And we can go now to use this directly to a VPC. If we click here in directly to a VPC, we can choose a number of networks. I will show you now what network do we have to choose. Let's think that is the first one, 132.0.0.20. So now if we go here to the VPC, and okay, let's open this one in a new tab. We go here to our VPC. We open the VPC. We go to the subnets. And we check here that we have one that is called 132.0.0.20. 132.0.0.20. This is Euroweb's one. That is the one that I want to use. So, and then I go here and I choose this one and I deploy. Automatically, what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to tell now to my Cloud Run that the new service that is created is not using anymore this serverless VPC. So I'm going to save, if I do the same in staging, something that I did minutes ago, I'm going to save a lot of euros, 500 euros. And only for something that, if you remember, when we go here to this billing, is not telling to me anything. So what I want to tell with you with that is that this FinOps is something cool and it's interesting, but really it's not telling to you everything. Because even if you go to the report, even if you go to the level, choosing the project, for example, Claymora Prod, and choosing here only the SKUs, telling that I don't want to see the service, I want to go SKU by SKU, really, it's not telling to you this SKU ID. It's not telling that this is because a serverless VPC. It's only telling to you that it's creating a VPC that is consuming the money. It's an E2 instance, and that's all. So you have no idea why this machine is working. Whatever other option that I have here is cool to have this information, but as you can see, at the end, you need to dig internally because still there are a lot of hidden expenses in Google Cloud. And unless you know what you are doing, you have no idea how to save those costs. I hope that you enjoy and see you in the next video.
Do you think your project infrastructure is well set and maintained? We know for sure there is always room for improvement. If you are uncertain where to begin, let's first do an audit of what you already have. We will review your setup from every angle: performance, cost, security, high availability, automation, and provide you with a detailed roadmap of which direction your infrastructure should go, generate concrete tasks for you to implement, or even take on your infra entirely, if you let us, of course.